So this word problem would be appropriate for second graders. So this is our first one. It says, Carly had 17 marbles. Shelby gave her some more. Now Carly has 25 marbles. How many marbles did Shelby give her? So the first question that we need to ask before we solve this problem is there a change? And by reading it, we see that Shelby gave her some more. So that's our change. So yes, there is a change. So we're going to look at these four models. So part, whole, compare, separate, and join. And we know that there was a change. So that means we're not going to use our part, whole, or compare. So now we're looking at separate and join. So we're going to look at what information we know. We know that we have 17 marbles, and that's our start. So we know our start. And then we see that she gave her some more, and that's our change. So we're unsure of what our change is. Now Carly has 25 marbles, so we know that's our result. So we're going to use the join model. So we know that she had 17 marbles, and that was our start. So this is 17 is our start. And we're looking for our change. So we'll put a question mark for our change. So 17 plus a number equals 25, our result. So in order to solve this problem, we're going to be using our base 10 blocks. So we know that this is a rod, and it is equivalent to 10 units, because there's 10 small units in this one rod. So we're going to start off by making our result, which is 25. So we have 10, 20, these are single units, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So this is 25, and this is our result. So we know that 17 plus some number is going to give us 25. So we're going to move 17 of our base 10 units over to our start to see what we have left for a change. So we're going to move 10, and we see that we only have 5 ones left. So that means we're going to regroup this 10 rod for 10 units. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 and we need 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now that is equal to 17. So now we see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units left in our result. So we're going to move that to our change spot, because now we know that if we have 17 plus the number that we now know is 8 is going to equal our result, which is 25. So we now know that our answer, 17 plus 8 equals 25. So Shelby gave Carly 8 marbles. A misconception that students can have when working with these word problems is when you're looking at these word problems, you can't just look at the key words, because sometimes you might get confused if you say that you're using a join or a separate model. You're not always going to just add when you use a join model, and you're not always just going to subtract if you're using a separate model. And if you look at this problem, it says some more, but we didn't add in this problem. We had to subtract to find our answer. So now we're going to look at our next word problem. And it says, Blake has 36 balls. 19 of them are green. The rest of them are red. How many are red? So we're going to ask our big question, is there a change? We looked at this problem, and there's no change in this problem. So we're going to put no. So we're going to pull out our models again. So we know from our last problem that if there was a change, we are going to use the separate or join. But since there's not a change, we're going to look at our compare and our part whole models. So let's look at our problem again. and see what we know. We know that Blake has 36 balls, so we have a hole. 19 of them are green and the rest are red. So we have 2 subsets. So that means we're going to use our part whole model. Okay, so let's pull out what we know. We know that Blake has 36 balls. So that's our whole. Balls is our whole. And there's 36 of them. So 36 under our whole. And now we know that 19 of them are green. So we're going to say 19 of them green. And the green ones are going to be part B. So we know that there's 19. So we need to know some number plus 19 gives us 36. So we're going to start off by making our whole. So we can see our whole. Again, we're going to use our base 10 blocks using the rod, which is equals to 10 units. So we have 10, 20, 30. Then we have 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So this is our whole, which represents our balls, all red balls and green balls. So if we know that 19 of them are going to be green, we're going to move 19 of these rods into our part B pile. So 10, and we only have 6 units, so we're going to regroup this rod and trade it in for 10 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we see that we can get 9 of these units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we have 19 in part B. And these are our green balls. So now we know that what is left has to be our red balls. We're going to move these into part A. So there's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we see that there are 17 red balls. A misconception that kids can have is in this is the equal sign, just thinking they can be confused and think that this just means that, and the answer is 36, instead of thinking that 19 plus 17 equals 36, and 36 also equals 17 plus 19. Not just the answer is 36. The equal sign means that they are equivalent to each other.